Hey, do you want to learn how to turn an image into a little Pokemon figurine like this? Stick around and I'll show you how. Today we'll be going over how to take an image and make it into a Pokemon-esque STL that you can 3D print. We're going to be using Bamboo's Maker Studio to do so. So the first step will be to go to Maker World and then jump on in here. If you're not signed in, go ahead and sign in. The link to get to this website will be in the video description. Then we're going to go to Maker Lab. From Maker Lab, we're going to go to Printmon Maker. We'll just go ahead and click Start. You can see here that I made a few already. We'll go ahead and create from blank. You can either do it from text or from an image, and so we'll be going with an image today. I'm going to go ahead and use the profile picture for my YouTube channel, so we'll go ahead and open that, and then click on Get a Concept. This will take a couple seconds to do. This process is not completely free, but it's mostly free. If you use it a lot, then you will have to pay for it, but if you haven't done it before, then you'll be able to do it a few times, and it'll be almost completely free. So this is what it gave me the first time around. I'm going to go ahead and ask it to try again. That's pretty neat. And then we'll go ahead and ask it to try one more time. Now, when you do this, this piece does not cost any additional money or points. All it'll cost is your time waiting on it to generate. So make sure at this step you get it mostly the way that you want before you move on to the next step. All right, now that we have our three options, we can keep doing that as many times as we want, but we don't have to. I am pretty happy with this guy in the middle, so I'm going to click on Hatchet. Again, there will be a brief wait here. Alright, so here we can also just click retry and we'll get different STLs to work with. I'm perfectly happy with this one though, so we're going to go ahead and click continue. Now, Maker Lab credits you can purchase for money, or you can do various different things like reviewing other people's creations to get them. The cost of the generation is only a few points, so it's basically free. It's pretty easy to accumulate enough points to go ahead and do this. But I'm going to click on confirm. Now, it's going to load up a 3D render here that I can work with. If things in the previous steps aren't exactly what you wanted, this would be the time that you can go ahead and change those out. For example, I'm going to go ahead and click on base and then add a base, and we can choose a few different bases here. And we can also choose whether or not we want to print it together or separately. I like this base, so this is the one we'll go with. I'm going to go ahead and let it print together, and so we'll only have the one STL. Then another few options you have if you want to purchase some of the maker kits from Bamboo Lab is you can make it a turntable, and that will just rotate, or you can do the maglev. And what that does is it makes it float. That kit is a little pricey at $70, so we're going to go ahead and just go with standard for right now. From here, if your Printmon has some geometry like arms or legs that you want to move and relocate, you can go down to transform, and it'll let you do so throughout these sliders. From there, we can go to eyes. It's still generating these ones, but you can change the iris, color, the pupil color, and make them the way that you want. Again, I'm happy with that. Now, at the top, this is going to be the only step you have to do before it lets you download your model, and that's how many colors do you want to use, and what do you want those colors to be. So if you have one AMS unit, you'll go ahead and click on within 4, 2, 8, or 3 units, 12. I'm going to go with 4 just because we don't need all of that extra color in this model, and if we went that way, it would just add more and more purged filament and add a ton of time to the print. I'm happy with 4, and that's what we'll go with. Now, since we've done everything leading up to here, we can just click on download. It's going to export the model. It does take a couple minutes. Now the model is ready to be downloaded, so we can do a couple things here. We can download the painting reference. If you're going to paint it in a single color, this just gives you something to work off when you paint it later. You can download the models or the colored objects. So I'm going to go ahead and download the colored objects. We'll go ahead and click on that. And then we're going to download the model. All right, so the model's downloaded. We're going to go ahead and click to open that up in Bamboo Studio. We have it downloaded here and imported, so we can print this off. You can change your colors or your printer or whatnot, and then go ahead and send it to your printer. Before we do that, I actually want to show you one more thing, and that's that if you go back here to Maker Lab and you go to your Printmon Maker, you can see that it saves your Printmon. Since we already used the points to go ahead and get those, we're good to go on downloading them again. So I'm going to do this one here that I downloaded before, or that I created before. I'm going to download the object and then the model. Open it up. For this one, I chose the 12 colors. You can see right there how it printed. This one will need support, so we'll just make sure that that's enabled. We'll click Slice Plate. Now here you can see that it's going to take about 2.5 days to print. It'll cost $15 using Bamboo Lab Studio, or Bamboo Lab Filament, and then we can click on Print Plate. Make sure you select your machine that has all of the colors preloaded. It lets you here change your colors if you wanted to see what they would look like when they're a bit different. And then you go ahead and click on Send. Now, one easy way to offset the cost of your filament is just to live stream your prints. I made a video on that, so check it out. It's linked in the description as well. That'll walk you through how to set up a live stream and get some viewership while you are printing out these models. With that being said, I think this one just finished printing, so let's go ahead and take a look at it now. Real quick, we'll get it off the build plate here. It's always pretty satisfying. Oh. Oh. There goes the pyramid. Let's get this stuff off of here and get it ready for the next print. One of my favorite models to print is this little scraper right here. Just goes on the door of your printer, so you always have it in hand, and it works with the stock Bamboo Lab scrapers that you're sent when you get your printer. Check that out. We're gonna go ahead and remove the supports from the print, so let's see what comes off pretty easy here. Using the tree supports in Bamboo Lab always works out pretty well. I want to be careful not to break off any of the little geometry from the print while we do this. All right, so the easy stuff's gone. Now we're gonna do some of the littler supports. Some of my favorite tools to do this with is this little scraper and a pair of Hako flathead pliers and the Hako side cutters. This will be linked in the description. If you're still using the side cutters you got with your first Ender 3, you're missing out. These guys are a heck of a lot better. Watch how easy all this comes off, just like butter. One thing to note is you could save a ton of filament and printing time if you just choose a model that doesn't have any overhangs on it, like the one we used in the video today. You won't need to print all the support, and that will save you a whole bunch of filament. All right, it's looking pretty good. We can hit them with a heat gun and then we'll take a closer look at them. Maybe. Whatever. If you guys went and enjoyed this video today, go ahead and give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike, but leave a comment letting me know why. We are doing giveaways in the Discord channel, so go ahead and join that in the description down below. If you'd like to get into creating 3D printing videos and you want some recommendations for gear, I'll have it listed out in the video description, like the light box that's right there, the turntable, and yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.